You want to have the best possible cruise, don't you? Well, stick around. I've got a handful of tips that are going to help you not only have a terrific cruise vacation, but also help you avoid some frustration, save money, and even keep you from experiencing some physical pain. Sound good? Thanks for watching today. I'm Jeff, and here's the first thing that smart cruisers do. Find the right hotel to stay in the night before the cruise. If you've watched any of my other cruise videos, you know that I'm a big advocate of flying into the port a day before to catch your cruise. Weather and airline problems, in my opinion, make it just too risky to fly in the same day as your cruise. Plus, it gives you a little extra time to rest and relax and get ready for your vacation. But this isn't a tip I want to tell you about. I've told you about that one already. Sure, flying in a day early is important, but it's just as important to find the right hotel for your pre-cruise stay. Choosing a hotel based on price isn't always the wisest thing to do. There's a lot of other factors to consider. Like, first of all, let's look at free shuttles. There are a lot of hotels that are going to pick you up at the airport at no charge, but I've never found one that offers a free shuttle to the cruise port. Many hotels will contract with a private shuttle company to pick you up and take you to the cruise terminal, but more than likely, it's going to cost you. Also, bear in mind that these shuttles visit several hotels, so it may take you longer to reach your ship, and if you're towards the end of their route, seating may be limited and you may not be able to sit with your travel partner. It might be cheaper and faster to get an Uber or a taxi. Of course, another option is that cruise lines do offer hotel and transfer packages. If you just want them to take care of things so you don't have to worry about it, this might be the way to go. When it comes to picking a hotel, location is very important to me. I'm looking for a few things. Are there a variety of dining options within walking distance? A quick look at Google Maps is going to show you all the restaurants and stores in the area of your hotel. I also look for a hotel with a shopping center nearby. There's a good chance that you may have forgotten to pack something, and you'll be happy to have a shopping center or a drugstore somewhere nearby. But there's also something else to consider. Some cruise lines allow you to bring some drinks on board with you. It varies by the cruise line, so check with your cruise line to see if this applies to you. But at the time I'm recording this, Princess allows passengers to bring 1 bottle of wine per person and unlimited soft drinks. Now, flying in with wine in your luggage and a couple cases of soft drinks is going to be heavy, and you're going to risk having the bottles or cans damaged in transit and soaking everything in your suitcase. So it just makes sense to get your drinks after you land. For an upcoming cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, we found an area that's just perfect for us. It's on about 12th and Marina Mile Boulevard, just a few miles from the cruise terminal. This area has a Hampton Inn, Best Western, Holiday Inn Express, and a Candlewood Suites all in the same vicinity. There's a McDonald's and a Wendy's nearby, as well as a few bars and grills, a pizza place, Subway, a Chinese restaurant, lots of food options. All of these hotels are also right by a strip mall that features a dollar store, grocery store, and a liquor store to get those 2 bottles of wine and a case or 2 of soft drinks. Here's the deal though. At least with Princess, you have to have the wine and the soda in your carry-on luggage. The problem is that you already have a lot of stuff in your carry-on, so what we do is we pack an extra carry-on bag to take with us. An extra duffel bag doesn't take up a whole lot of room, and it's the perfect way to save some money by carrying on your own drinks. So a while back I was going on an overnight trip and I was driving along and I became aware of a strange noise coming from my overnight bag in the back seat. I pulled over to check it out and found that my electric razor had bumped up against something and had turned itself on. Had I not checked it out, my shaver would have been dead when I went to use it the next day. Lesson learned. Always bring a charger with you. You may assume that your shaver or electric toothbrush or trimmer or whatever you have is going to last the entire trip because it's fully charged. But it's always smart to bring the charger along with you just in case. Hey, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and click on that subscribe button down there so I can keep bringing you fun and helpful videos just like this one. I don't know why it is, but sometimes people have a mindset that they have to get new clothing before a cruise, and I guess I sorta kinda fall into this category. I don't get a whole new wardrobe, but I may pick up a new shirt or two, or if it's showing some signs of age, a new belt, but most likely it's going to be shoes. And coincidentally, that is what my next tip involves. Don't buy new shoes right before your cruise. Get them about a month or so ahead of time and wear them to break them in. There's a good chance you're going to be doing a lot of walking on your cruise. The ship is a big place, and when you add up the steps that it takes to go to the buffet, the shows, the buffet, the casino, the buffet, the shops, the pool, and the buffet, you're going to see that your feet are going to be in motion quite a bit. If your shoes are new, stiff, and not yet broken in, your feet might be hurting by the end of the day. So give those Studebakers a test drive before you start your cruise. The next tip is loosely related to that last one, and it's a mistake that I have made myself. You're going to want to capture those memories of your cruise, and you might be tempted to get an actual camera rather than use the one on your phone. And that's great, but unless you're familiar with cameras, give yourself plenty of time to learn how to use your camera and practice with it. I didn't do this before the last Alaskan cruise we went on, and you're looking at some of the results of that mistake. A lot of the footage came out blurry, too light, or too dark. It's just because I didn't know the proper settings. Lesson learned, and I hope you'll learn from my mistake. And speaking of mistakes, I have a whole other video that lists half a dozen other cruise mistakes that I have personally made. So give that video a watch, and you'll be more prepared than I was. Thanks for watching today. I appreciate it. I'm Jeff, and I'll see you on the back roads or hopefully on a future cruise.